The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And some room to run now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From midfield, here's Tua. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free, because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Second and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Following the penalty, Chug. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you've got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
First carry down for Kareem Hunt.
And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Tua now on first down.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Here's Tua. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
17-0 our score after one. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. Mooney stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They go play action. Mayfield. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A give running right is Chug. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield. And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield on play action. Got him in. It's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing, Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And Allen's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because it didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tua. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, They're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Working out of the gun, Mayfield throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hunt, and they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough, and now 4th down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now Tua. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and goal.
To try again after the sack. Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job at coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Chug on the counter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11.
From the gun, Mayfield. Caught by Allen. Dances by him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
From the gun, it's a give to Chug. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Mayfield off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
Pushing his way through. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
40 wants the mic. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield down.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
22, Mike 22. Got you back. Run. Mike 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Mayfield.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to Chug, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A give. This is Chug. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll give it to Chug. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chug. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears,
they improved to 14-2 with still 1 game left to be played in this regular season.